for creating time to be in a part of this call. We are also streaming on YouTube. Especially more people who are going to join on the call, and there's going to be a very interesting time. We have about 7 things on the itinerary today, and I would like to crave your indulgence to please pay attention attentively. And also, there will be segments for questions and answers. If you have any questions, as regards what we want to talk about today, or any of the products that you have seen all through the period, we will be answering all those questions today, as the case may be. So you're all welcome. My name is Sam Orija. Currently, I am the CEO at Cashgate City, and also the president of the Fund Real Estate Cooperative Society in Nigeria. And we are the hosts and the conveners of Landey, which is really the reasons why many of you are on this particular call. And we are really excited about what we have done with this first edition. And yesterday night, I got a call. Was it last night or this? Yes, last night I got a call that you people have crashed the website. So that's a good problem. But the website is back up, if you noticed now. So you can go back to the website to continue your shopping, right? And we said this all through the month of May. It was 31 days, and we expected a lot of rush towards the last few days. So if your account officer has not replied to you yet, please be patient with your inquiry. They would reply. And if you have any questions, I will be answering them here. Today on the menu, we'll be talking about Landey, the allocation and the inspection and the timetables, the terms and conditions. Then also, what next? Those of you that missed out on this opportunity, what's next for you? We'll be talking about that today. And also, by the end of, on June 26th, we'll be having Cash Against City's 4th year anniversary. And also by July 1, we'll be having Fund Real Estate 3rd year anniversary. So, is it 3rd year or 2nd year? 2nd year anniversary. So we'll be having some activities around that, and also extending some of our offers towards that particular period. Okay, so I would like to start with the I'll just do a 10 minutes preparation for us, because it's very important. The product, I am very, very particular about people buying things that would help their life, right? But what I'm more particular about is that people understand what they're buying, and understand the reason why you're buying it. It's flattering. It is encouraging when I hear people give me feedback that they bought their first land, or they bought the current piece of land because of my encouragement and co. It is flattering, right? It is needed, right? Somebody will have to encourage you to do something, but I would like it to come from a place of understanding, and that's one of the reasons why we don't do emotional. I'm not more of, honestly speaking, we don't do emotional buyers here. And people that buy because their friends are buying, because there is the wave. That's the same way people went through the wave with the CBEX scam, and you got entrapped. It's very important that you understand what you are buying. Is the fin up ready? So it's very important that you understand what you are buying and the reason that you are buying them for. So I'll just give us a brief 10 minutes talk on. I will use myself as an example, what the last 10-year journey has done for me in terms of real estate, and how it has helped me. And hopefully you can also, for those of you that have started your own journey too, it can also encourage you to continue in the journey. There's no destiny, there's no end point. So you have in your portfolio, you have 10,000 acres of land. Why don't you have 100,000? So that's the goal. You have to continue to increase it, right? That's very important. So let's look at what helps. Many of you that have attended my classes before would have seen me use this chart. I want to use it again, because it is as simple as ABC. It is not too difficult to understand. It's just because a lot of people don't sit down to plan their life, right? We get paid to plan or to execute things for our organization, and many of us use a lot of diligence to do those kind of activities. But when it comes to your own personal life, you just go home and rest. I'm tired. Then the next day you wake up and go and work for somebody else again, and every person plan his own life and plan his own business. And that's one of the reasons why in an organization, the top 5 people that really do well in terms of not just financially, generally, is the CEO number one. One of the reasons CEO number one, because he has already planned his life. You are just helping him to execute it, right? So it's very important that you also plan your own life as you're helping other people to execute, right? That's one of the reasons that will make it worthwhile when you are buying real estate. One of the reasons why people don't appreciate buying real estate and they just sell it off, they don't understand is because they don't understand this thing I'm about to show you. Right? Once you understand this I'm about to show you, then it will not become a one-off. Landey come or Landey no come, or you yourself, you will be in the hunt for opportunities. In the wild, human beings are so spoiled, right? Because I mean, we have intelligence, so our parents use intelligence to bring us up. In the wild, there's no intelligence. The mother of a cub takes the cub to go and see how action is done. If you like, don't learn, don't catch up. If you act by any, hunger will wire you, right? So let us see some of these. So those of us that have been applying them, continue applying them. This is what gives you the so number one thing that you need to do is to take your life as an assignment, as a project. Do you understand? Take your life as a project, right? So real estate investment is just one aspect of your life, so that you don't live, right? You not be having investment and be feeling depressed. You not be having investment and be feeling anyhow. So you categorize your life into the aspect that is important to you, right? If you're a spiritual person, your spiritual life, your personal development. I'm not going to talk too much about this. I'm just going into finance. Finance is what is more important for me, right? But there are several other aspects of your life. There's the personal development, there's the health. A particular student reached out to me, 18-year-old or 19-year-old, is in school and sent me a message on Instagram, and I was shown the message. And I replied the person. The person was like asking for advice that where can he invest? Where can he buy his next, where can he buy land, blah, 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 yeah. And I asked him a few questions, right? Yeah, your question is good. It's important that you buy a piece of real estate. I bought my first land at the age of 16. So, or is it 16 or 17? So you can do that. However, right, do you have all these things in place? So when I started asking him a few questions, I mean, he's just in school. He's just waiting to graduate with DSC. That's all. He's not having any skill, not going for any trainings, not going online to learn anything. So I told him, okay, take half of this money, right, and go and do so course, maybe on cyber security or maybe on graphics design or video editing or something, and use half to make initial deposit. Once you are done making initial deposit with half, you use half to train yourself for a skill. Put on a bet on your life, like bet with your life. Encourage yourself that it is the produce from this skill that I will use to finish the payment for that land. Do you understand? So he has finished learning the graphics designer right now. His first contract ever as a graphic designer, he has used to put another instrumental payment for the land. Are you following? But what a lot of people do is they probably will have just carried the entire money and go and put on land, right, at that particular age, and is not able to understand the process or get enough money to be able to protect, occupy, and possess his land, which is a very important part of land purchase. Right now, with that, he has used part of the money to learn a skill that is making him a money magnet, so that he can have able to attract finances to be able to now do real estate at the kind of volume that he should be doing. I'm not on this particular call. This is the end of Landey. I'm not on this particular call to discourage anybody from buying land. That's not meant to be my call. I'm just trying to make it understand so that it can become a habit for you, right? Every quarter now, I look forward to at least buying a piece of land or a piece of real estate. Every quarter, I look forward to that. At a particular time, it was every 5 years. When I could afford it every 1 year, then every 6 months, now every quarter. So these are the things that will encourage your goals, not just you just buying without a goal, just buying anyhow, and as the case may be. So by the time you divide your life into these different categories, your health, your family, your business and career, you will see that you have a lot of things that requires money. So this finance part here is like the engine oil of your life. This finance part is like the engine oil of your life. So you must take it very, very seriously. And how do you take it very seriously? Is to understand there's no school of financial information. They don't teach financial education anywhere in any university. Even when you at least I did masters in finance. I've done BSc in management and accounting. I'm currently almost finished. I'm wrapping up my PhD in investment and real estate. So you have to be intentional about getting financial education, and that's why classes like this and different other paid classes that you can easily get your hands on. It's very important, right? You first learn before you become a master at that particular piece. The reason why a medical doctor is a professional in his field because he went through 7 years, I mean, how many years in university to learn all the ropes and also life practicals, right? So how do you think you are going to be financially free or financially buoyant if you don't learn the ropes and sow the seeds of that a financially free person does? So that finance is very important to be able to take care of all those parts. Once you have done that, this is your 5-year plan. For example, you can start from 2025 to 2030. So this is 2024, 2028. Then you will now bring it down to the 1-year plan. So what you have decided to achieve in 2024, for example, is everything set a year. You will now ask yourself, which month in 2025 do I want to achieve this? You will now bring it down to the 1-year plan. Once you have brought it down to the 1-year plan, you now categorize it to January, February, like that, as the case may be. My own concern here is finance. So number 6. So what do you want to be doing every month? So are you seeing? So you are aware that Landey is May. You are aware that Expo is in December. So, okay, I want to do twice a year. I want to invest in properties. So you put it there in the month of May, Landey, or July Anniversary Fest, or December Expo. This now makes you more aware to be saving towards it. So once you don't have an investment goal or a target, and that's one of the reasons why I'm very excited about people that took advantage of Landey Zero. Even if you don't have money now, you have already given yourself a target. Now you will go back to your calendar now and go back to your own personal life and go and do your own budgeting like this, right? And start putting things in place to be able to meet up with that obligation, because many of you don't understand the leverage you have gotten with you entering into those properties that you have bought even at 0 naira. And I'll give you live examples today, because understanding makes it easy for you to be able to appreciate what you own. It's because you don't understand many things that you don't appreciate that the value of the real estate is nobody's mate in terms of investment. There's no vehicle. It's not anybody's mate. But if you don't understand it, then you will not appreciate what it is. So on this particular template, we wrote save 10%, invest 20%. That's every month. So this is January, February, March. So I don't know how much you earn in a month, but that's just a template. Then after going from the 1-year plan, you now go to your budget. So for those of you that don't understand budgeting, this is budgeting in the lamest of terms. Do you understand? So that you can be able to understand it. And if you have been living your life without budget, thank God for today. It's time for you to be delivered, because you cannot move forward if you don't even know what you have. Every expense just becomes, everybody that asks you for money, you have because you have money in your account. Meanwhile, if you have budgeted like this, you know that you don't have. You only have a sitting balance in the account. It has already been appropriated for use. It's just that you have not expended it. If you work in the government, you will know that there's a difference between approval and disbursement. That's what this one is about. So like I've said, you divide your life into whatever is important. So this is the spiritual part. Your savings and investments comes first. Now, this is one part I want to emphasize. On any income you earn, except you don't want to be a financially responsible person. I don't care how much debt you are. Everybody. Let me shut down my share so you can see my screen very well. Everybody is in debt. Even if you are in zero debt, your future is already a debt. Your future is already an expense. So if you don't put money aside for your future, you are already in debt. That's why one of the reasons why people say you only live once. There are people that are financially irresponsible. They feel like they don't have expenses in the future. And if you are around them, you'll be the one that will take care of their expenses. Do you understand? So budget for it. So in your budgeting, you have your several overheads. So one way for you to know what your overhead is through your bookkeeping. Those of you that don't keep bookkeeping, go to your statements of accounts on your bank and see what you used to spend money on. That will give you overhead. So if you send money for fuel is your overhead, electricity, like that, so that you can be able to reduce your waste and now have money for real estate. The reason why you don't think you don't have money is because you have not done all these things. How much do you spend on data in a month? How much do you spend on feeding? How much do you spend on accommodation? You know, rich people eat maybe once or twice a day. It's the poor people that are looking for 3 times in a day. You know, so data, spouse, bills, projects. Do you understand? So for those of you that are young here and you don't have too much obligations, your obligation is probably savings, investments, and maybe feeding. You are probably still living in your father's house. It's not the time to go and inculcate expenses. You will now put on the overhead real estate there, so that it can be taking a bulk of your income right now that you don't have too much obligations. So that when the obligation comes, you now have assets. Imagine that you have bought Landey vast now, right? And you have not given birth. You bought like three acres. Do you know that your children's school fees is settled in the future? I don't have problem of school fees. I can't have problem of school fees in the future. It's not like it's pride. I will just go and sell one land to pay off school fees for the entire primary school, not even just one term. Secondary school, I will sell one land, pay for the entire secondary school. Then if you want to go to Harvard, sell one, or the investment that I'm doing abroad can pay off for that. That's how you should plan your life. It's not because you don't have obligations now, you now start incurring expenditure. You're not going to rent house 5 million, 6 million, but in Lekki, furnish it with 15 million. You don't have a plot of land of 10 million. Start having 2 cars in a rented apartment. So that's the lifestyle of a financially irresponsible person, and that's one of the things that you don't have to do. So once you are done with your budgeting, after every month, track it. What did you budget? What was the amount? So I budgeted 100,000 naira for data. What was the actual expense? 120,000 naira. Do this for 1 month. You will see that you will be okay financially. You'll be financially responsible. I spent 20,000 naira more. Where will I remove that 20,000 naira for? Something must pay for it. With that way, you have given yourself financial clarity. You now know what you have as disposable income. Look at this particular part of the template. You can see that there are different accounts, but many of us have just only one bank account. That's why you cannot buy real estate, because inside that account, my rent is inside, my transport for the entire year. There's no stability. Imagine that Nigeria, the country that you are living in, is running the way you are running your life. That our nation only has one account, one federation account. Right, that's where they are sending money to ministry. That's where Ministry of Works is collecting money from Ministry of Transportation. So you are the president of your own life. You have to be intentional. You have to be giving yourself good policies, not just abusing the entire government. You yourself, what is happening in your own government? How can you be working for 15 years and you did not buy one real estate for yourself? How? You not come and start giving us excuses of different kind of. So you are working for people. That's literally what you are trying to tell me. And if you don't do this kind of budgeting like this, you realize that you have been working for people. Imagine that in your 100% income, you have already given 10% tithes, which is for people that are spiritual. That's standard. You have savings and investment, which shows that you are working for yourself, only 30%. Then you now do 70% for other people. It should be looking for ways to be increasing how you are working for yourself, how it is benefiting me. And one way for you to benefit you is to buy yourself real estate. If you take your I will wrap up here. After budgeting, you do your budget, you now see the variance. You see what is the difference. Next month, you will improve on it. That makes you financially wise and disciplined. If your friend is doing Ashore B, you don't nothing. They know me. I don't buy Ashore B. You cannot be sending me that kind of thing. I don't buy it. So if you are doing your wedding, I can get you a wedding gift, as the case may be, but I'm not going to be incurring more expenditure. Right? So it's up to you to decide what is important to you. I'm not saying it is bad. I'm just telling you, if you have different streams of expenses with only one stream of income, if your upkeep is greater than your upkeep will be your downfall. If your income expenditure is greater than your income, your upkeep will be your downfall. So many of us are keeping up with fake lifestyle when we can be doing many things with our money. Now, once you are done, this investment angle, how do you appropriate it? Which is what I want to wrap up with before we go to the product. How do you appropriate your investment funds in terms of your portfolio? So out of the 100,000 naira or 1 million you earn as an income in a month, not the entire 1 million is meant for investment, because you have to live to invest. You don't invest to live. You have to be alive. You don't live to eat safe. You eat to live. So this investment angle, how do you appropriate it? So if you have said that, okay, in my income, I have too many obligations, I have 4 children, I cannot invest 50%. I can invest 20% every month. Be strict with it. That 20%, how can I effectively maximize and efficiently utilize that money? effectively maximize and efficiently utilize that money. That is what is very important to you per time. And that's one of the reasons why we created this land. I'm going to Landey now. That's because if you are an emotional buyer, let me give you a scenario. I bought a house from an acquaintance of mine. Many of you have heard the story, in Ayobo for 8 million. This particular guy, was doing well in Nigeria, but because of the wave between that 2020 and 2023, the number of people that went to the UK was amazing. Like the wave of people relocating, jackpotting, something that was not urgent. I've taught you guys 4 ways to live your life: important and urgent. That's a very disastrous way to live your life. Everything is important. There's one guy that used to call me. My staff know me. He doesn't call for anything good news. Every call is problem. Every call is money. Every call is important and urgent. Always urgent. You marry, you don't have job. You now go and impregnate your wife without job. You're not calling me. Am I the one that impregnated your wife? Many kind of things. Important and urgent, important and not urgent, not important and urgent, not important and not urgent. Which one do you think is the best way to live your life? So investment angle now, how do you appropriate that investment to be able to efficiently maximize it? That's why we created Landey. And for those of you that will not be able to partake in this period, we will tell you what to do going forward in the next few months so that you don't miss out on opportunities like this. From next month now, next month is next week. This entire week we'll do the entire sorting. Then upper week we'll start allocation. I cannot wait, because I literally said we took how many months to plan it out. How is it going to be possible for somebody that has 0 naira to be able to have a piece of land? Right. So we are on it. So this is investment. How do you appropriate it? So this particular person has set 20% of his monthly income because he has a lot of obligations. But if you are here, you don't have a lot of obligations. It cannot be 20%. For some of us, when I was living in my dad's house, I was doing 80%, or sometimes 70%, because literally I did not have any obligations. Just transportation to work. Sometimes I drop money for when they are going to market to go and buy food stuff. I was not paying any rent in the house. But guess what I did in that particular period of little obligations? I built my first house. Today, now that particular place is giving me rental income close to 1 million. I built it in a place that was not desirable as at that time. The road network was, but that was where I could afford. And that's what is beating a lot of people today. Even those of you that are listening to me on this call, you have not subscribed to anything for over 31 days on Landey because the location that you desire, you cannot afford it. Meanwhile, there are places. One of the regrets that my dad had, is late now, was that the location he went to go and build his house, he did not buy the entire street. That's one of the regrets. Imagine that he bought the entire street. I probably would not be doing it. Maybe thank God that he didn't buy it, because I would not even sell people. I would not do real estate. I would just sit down, be selling one plots per 5 years. What am I hitting? But imagine learning from that kind of mistake. Now my children can say that. Do you understand? So how do you effectively appropriate it? So you now, after doing your budgeting like this, the amount that comes in every month or every quarter, whatever it is that you want to use, whether it's monthly, and if you're not a salary person, if you're an income person, use percentage. You can see that I use percentage up, I use amount down. If you are a salary person, you know your amount, use amount. If you are an income person, use percentage. That okay, on every income, I'm investing. We are creating a society of financially intelligent people. Enough of all this nonsense that we are talking about, and Nigeria is not safe to invest, blah blah. You are the problem. It's the individual that is the problem, right? When they say you should take risk, for example, risk taking is not risk transfer. Risk transfer is what many of us are doing, carrying our money to fund real estate, to embrace the risk for us. Risk taking is you putting your hands dirty, starting a business. Let people come and give you money and let us see whether you can handle it. That's what it is about. And many of us are avoiding that, and that's one of the best ways to be financially free, through business. So in your investment portfolio, how do you break it down? Now come and see how I do my own. So this is how I do my own. So I will now go to the next place after clicking on budgeting, click on investment. Can you see? So this now brings us to the Landey that we're talking about. So when you see many of us buying land, how is this guy doing it? How is he always buying land? It's because there's already a plan for it. So look at the total investment budget of 200,000. How do I appropriate it? Let me increase the, I think it's not. How do I appropriate it? 50% real estate, 25% business, 25% personal development, PD. Are you seeing where speculative is? Use ROI. I don't use money for my direct sweat to be doing speculative. Are you aware that there are some people that in that CBEX that lost millions that are not shaking because they did not use money from their sweat? They use maybe ROI, maybe they use rent from a property. You have to be wise. You have to be financially intelligent. You can be academically educated but financially illiterate. It takes intentionality. There are several vehicles of wealth creation that can help you create wealth and help you do all those things. But there is only one vehicle that can help you not just create wealth, but retain it. So yes, you can use other vehicles to help to create, to be doubling your money if that's what you want to be doing. But if you want to be serious, let at least 50% of your wealth be in real estate. That is the only real investment. Every other one are either speculative or volatile. Do you understand? Business can crash. One government policy can end a business. Do you understand? But it will take an extreme case for you to lose your real estate property if you buy it well. So are you saying now, if you are going to do speculative, use ROI? What do I mean by use ROI? Use ROI from any of these investments. So if I'm into business, for example, I sell tomato. I'm buying that for maybe 1 million. I can put it at maybe 2 million. I use 500,000 to go and be doing speculative inside. But if you want to quickly build wealth solid, do a lot of real estate. And that's what I'm advising people. Many of you are still on this particular call. You have 50 million in your account for this Landey. You are doing Landey 5 million. You're not going to carry 25 million, going to be put inside crypto. No problem. We shall be here in the next 5 years. We will see which one you appreciate in the next 5, 10, 12, 30 years. So that is my lecture for today. And I'm going into products. I hope that helps you. We have revealed some of the personal secrets that we do. There's absolutely nothing new under the sun, right? Look at all the richest people in your family. How many of them did not do real estate and business? In your own family, just look at your family. Who are the richest people in my family in the lifetime? There's going to be business or real estate attached to them, right? So you have to be intentional about that. I'm going into the Landey products now, and that's why I said 50%. Today, I'm going to take my time to now shop for my own self, because I'm not going to be a signpost, never, to be showing people where to go, and I'm not going to go there. And that's why we decided to bring people on this call. There are 5 people that comes through our ad, and I'm saying this because there are a lot of new people here, probably came through social media or radio or the likes. There are 5 people that comes through anybody's ad as a business person, right? And they start from being suspects. These people real. How true is it? Can you literally buy land and all those things is normal. They call them suspects. You have to be suspect. And that's one of the first defense for being a financially literate person. You don't just embrace everything everybody says. But you don't just stay there. If you are going to be a financially literate person, you go for more information. That's why you are here on this particular call. Then you become a prospect. Oh, I've heard it. If you now decide to buy, you are a customer one time. If you buy again, maybe more than one, you become a client. Then if you refer your friends, you become a marketer or a raving fan, or as the case may be. On this particular call, we have different people on those categories. Whether you are a suspect, we have clients, we have people that have referred people for this Landey, and there will be earning commission. What I'm trying to tell you, right, is that we have not seen anything yet, and we have not even started. If you don't believe now, next year there's another one. You can wait till next year. Like I normally tell people on radio, we have been on radio for 10 years. And I've been telling them since 10 years ago, if you don't join this year, you will join next year. If you don't join next year, I will keep saying that for the next 20 years. Because there are people that are landing planes safely. It's only the planes that crash that people hear. So you will hear real estate companies that are duping people, or you hear real estate clients that are being greedy. So it makes them being open to dupe. Then you actually generalize that everybody is the same. We decided to create Landey because of 3 different categories of people. The financially free people, there are products for you. If you are currently in the middle class, there's product for you. If you are currently, because you cannot underrate anybody. If you are currently struggling, it doesn't mean that there should be no product for you. In a saner climate, in a saner society, in the Western world, there's credit system, there's financing available. Different people are even, in fact, people on the street provide financing. Even though that one is more expensive in terms of the interest rate, right? But in Nigeria, largely due to even the individuals. I mean, many people borrow money from PalmPay, and they'll start calling me that social borrow money. How do I know that? That's not my business. You cannot just pay 5,000 naira that you borrow from PalmPay. How do you give you money for land? Right? If you cannot pay PalmPay of 30,000, how do we give you money for land? Right? So all those problems have been the problem that has been encapsulating the real estate sector in terms of, we did Investors Corner series last year, 12 weeks on radio. You have absolutely no idea. It cost us millions to host one program like that. And we brought different practitioners to come and speak. Many of the issues that were listed out, financing was there. So would we continue to run away from the problem? That's my question for everybody. Are we going to continue to run away from the problem, or are we going to try and solve the problem? And let me tell you something. There is gold in solving problems. That is where money is. Money is not special. There's nothing big. It's not a big deal. It's just a reward. So when money drives you, I just pity people that money drives. It's just a reward. It doesn't respect whether you're a Christian, Muslim. It's just a reward for what? For adding value. How do you add value? Solve problems, meet needs, or answer questions. Simple. So we say, okay, we will try and undertake one of these financing problems and try and see how we can solve the issue. So I went around different states, personal money to fly around, met with different CEOs of different real estate companies that have properties in different locations that is fully paid for. If it is fully paid for, we can provide financing for that. And that's why we are here today. So this month of May, we made it open to the public. It's not going to be open to the public after month of May. So we are going to the next thing, which is the Landey breakdown. We'll have Q&A very soon. But I'll tell you the location details. We are still sorting out all the locations that you people are buying, several locations, different states. I mean, some people have carried us to River State now. Some people have carried us. I think nobody took us to the north. Okay, they have taken us to Abuja. So different. It's going to be a very busy month of June, July, because of allocation and site inspection. So let's go to the Landey breakdown. If you are joining for the first time, 3 different products are still up, and it's going to be ending in the next few minutes. So you can hurry up and go and check out all the products that are there. I don't know how you want to do that in record time, but there's still enough hours for you to do that. So you can go there and do that. So I'm going to be sharing my screen and explaining how you can be a part of it if you are not already there. Okay, so let me share my screen now. If you're on, please, someone should be on YouTube to be checking if there are questions so that I can be able to answer questions. We'll be taking questions in a bit. Please, I beg us in the name of God, don't allow opportunities pass you by when it comes to real estate. Last year, I had an opportunity to extend the number of acres I had in Gwagwalada, Abuja. I was still there 2 weeks ago, and it pained me to my boomerang. I did not. I had the opportunity to add extra 5 acres at 18 million per acre. You cannot get 1 acre there now for 40 million. So it is ridiculous what many of us because we heard this. I'm 31. I heard the story of Morocco, Lekki. My dad did not buy, right? I don't know any of my family people that bought that location. But that's the story that we have been using now. But I've told myself that my children will not tell that kind of story from you. You have to be intentional about that. So if there's any rising location as an enthusiastic real estate investor, you must be there. There's Coastal Road there now. You are part of people that is making noise. You are not an investor. you are just part of the crowd. There will always you have to be intentional about segregating yourself from the crowd. In every lifetime, there will be the big boys, there will be the masses. You can decide to continue to be shouting with the masses, so there's no problem. right? Or you can decide to elevate yourself and elevate your level so that you can now help people in the masses. That's how it works. Anyways, so this is Landey official website, Cash Gain City, cashgain.ng/client. If you don't have the link to the account, how did you get to this particular call? So if you don't have the link to the account, please chat the WhatsApp number. They will send you the link, or you can go to cashgain.ng, then click on get started, and you can get started. For those of us that were having issues to log in before, we are back now. I mean, you know that Nigerians like 9 minutes, 9 minutes, 9 minutes. So a lot of rush to the website, and people crash the website. That's a good problem actually. But we are back. We are more than capable to handle the volume that is on site. So I will explain the entire website finally for the final time, and I expect that you guys can go ahead and do that by yourself. So on this your dashboard, if you are looking at it from the website view, that's your laptop. On mobile view is a bit different, but you get the same picture. You have the marketplace, you have the transaction portal. I'm going to be explaining this transaction page very well today because a lot of people have started making payments, and once it has been approved, you should be able to see it here. Okay, so under Cash Gain City, we sell lands, apartments, houses, and cooperative packages. However, this particular month of May is only land we are focusing on. That's why it's called Landey. So if you want to invest, you click on Invest Now or Marketplace, as the case may be. Now, on the first thing you will see is all the products. But I beg you, for you to have better organization in checking the products, click on Land. Once you click on Land, you will see the 3 products that we have created for everybody in this particular season, right? Landey Zero is the first. We created that with the people who are on the zero level. That means you are broke, you don't have money. We created that with you in mind. However, other people can buy it. Do you understand? Now, with Landey Zero, what we are trying to say is that there's land available. You can either buy it with your money outrightly, or you can decide to apply for mortgage from the organization, right? So once you apply for mortgage, you can deposit a certain percentage. If you are depositing a certain percentage, you are a committed Landey Zero member. That means you have committed a certain percentage of your money. Then you now use mortgage to balance it up. So once you do that, once you pay your certain percentage, the company will balance up for you. You can have access to sites. If you are a committed member, you can start building on the sites. Now listen, Landey committed for zero is different from Landey build in just one instance. Landey build gives you more years to pay back because from the inception, you already know that you wanted to build. For some people, they don't know that they want to build. They just want to buy. And maybe later in the future, within that period of time, they come into money and they start to build. Landey Zero can allow you to do that if you are a committed member in the month of May. If you are under Landey Zero for race, that means you deposited €0. You will not be able to build, right? You can farm. You can do farming, as the case may be, and choose the number of years you want to pay back for. Once you deposit €0 with the voucher given to you, the finance company will pay for you. You can go to the land, start farming as well if you want to farm, or you can start paying for it in terms of your mortgage. And every interest is single digits. You have seen it on the website. It was being said. People said it was too good to be true. We started doing it. It's too good to be true. We will be on site next month. It's still going to be too good to be true. You cannot satisfy Nigerians, right? When it comes to that one. So, but that's how it works, right? So Landey Zero is available. So if you are doing that, just click on Landey Zero here and look at all the listings available for you. So this is on those states, right? It's going for 2.5 million normally, right? But some people can get it for 1.3. And who are the people? Click on view property. Once you click on view property, read the details, please. I beg us in the name of God. I know many of us are in a hurry now, but you have to read the details so that you don't come back and tell me that you did not know that the cost is not all inclusive, all those kind of things. So this is the title. It has a registered survey. Every product will have this. So you will see the title, whether it's CFO, whether it is registered conveyance, gazette, all the different kind of titles that we have in Nigeria. And the landmark comes next, right, to give you a pictorial view of where it is closest to the features of the estate and the cost. So this particular cost covers for land cost and documentation, right? Development levy, however, is yet to be ascertained, and suppliers should bear that in mind. So I will still explain all those development levy and documentation fee before I close. We should be able to be done in the next 40 minutes as the case may be. So so that's that. Now, if you want to select units, please look at the land size first. So land size, this one is saying 300 square meter. So if you want to buy 600, for example, it means that you can just select 2 of that. Or you want to buy 900 square meter. For those of you that want to buy maybe 1 acre of this, 1 acre will now be 12 plots of this, right? Not 6 plots. 6 plots of 600 square meter is 1 acre, or 6 plots of 500 square meter, as the case may be, is 1 acre. So you can select your stock unit. Then now, for those of you that are looking for mortgage facility, it is only when you click on payment plan you will see it. So the payment plan, you can see it there. Choose what you want to do. If you are paying with your money outrightly, you are buying at, you'll be giving a discount of close to maybe 50% of, that's 1.3 million. If you are doing instrumental payments, deposit 300,000, pay 100,000 naira monthly for 12 months. Or if you are doing the Landey committed, this Landey Zero committed, deposit 500K and use 1 year to pay the balance of 1.2 at 5% interest. If you are using 2 years, 1 point at 6% interest. If you are using 3 years at 7% interest. This is for people that are committed. Committed people are depositing an amount. For Landey Zero people on the race, deposit 0 naira and use the mortgage to pay for the land. So you can see that they have a higher percentage in terms of interest to pay. Whatever you do, click on it and now upload your proof of payment. So if you are using your voucher, for example, upload your voucher. Those of you that are using financing, upload your voucher. If you are not using financing, if you are paying with your own money, upload your proof of payment that you have made your payments, whether it is outright or deposit, whatever it is, then click on invest now. So once you click on invest now, you wait for, okay, I didn't select stock units. Let me select 1 plot and click on invest now. So just wait for the system to give you a prompt. So you get this prompt, your payment has been received, go to marketplace. So to track that transaction that you just did now, you just click on transactions here. Once you click on transactions here, you will see the transaction you just made. This is what I just did right now. Paradise by Springfield Homes. I deposited 0 naira, 31st of May, 9:47 a.m. Still pending. For those of us that have subscribed for a long time now, by now you should have been approved. You will have seen approved by now. If you make payments, whatever amount you make as payments, it will be showing on your land, your dashboard under the land. So if you have paid 500,000 already here. Now, once you are done completing a purchase, if you are completing the outright purchase or you are paying instrumentally and you are not done paying fully, you come under purchases and you see all your purchases. You will see all the land that you have bought. See this one particular one now. You will see everything here. Do you understand? So once all these things are done, this is the tech part. You will now come down, allocation dates, timetable. You will get the allocation timetable. Come to your land, get your allocation, and start doing whatever it is that you want to do on your piece of land. Simple as ABC. So this is what we have been telling people to be a part of for the past 1 month, or more than 1 month, as the case may be. So that's for Landey Zero. I will do a few products spotlights, if you permit me. A few product spotlight that I might think you should get for Landey Zero. Then I'll go to build. I'll go to vast. Then if you have any questions, you can answer the questions, and we will wrap up with the T&C and the allocation timetable. Okay, so Springfield, Ondo states, for people that are in Kwara states, this is available for the Paradise Republic, around Asadam in Kwara State. If you are in Ibadan also, there's the Maverick Courts in Ibadan. But if you have more money, whether you buy Iwo Road, yes, Iwo Road also listed there, but it's more expensive. Obafemi Owode, honestly speaking, is a particular location. There are many Obafemi Owodes here. So if you pick anyone, you are good to go. One of the reasons why is because the project there is an intentional project by over 27 partnering real estate companies. So even if the government, where government is not doing too much, the companies have come together to say, okay, this particular place, we are going to create a city there. And once you have 27 companies who are doing multi-millions projects in a particular location, it is appreciating in value. Let me give you a scenario. Before December 10 last year, it was still going for 500,000 per plot land cost only. Right? Today now, all inclusive is 2.5 million or 3 million. land cost plus survey and co. So, so you can see this is Luna City also, Obafemi Wode. So that's a very good location to get. Also, if you are looking for Aton, there's Aton here. That's the Covenant University axis. You have the what they call Winners Chapel and all the likes over there. Then there's also Shimawa also available. These are along Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Ikorodu, one of the best things about this Agbowa side and Ikorodu, whether it's Agbowa Ikorodu, whether it's Imota Ikorodu, is for many of us that already have a few plots or a few acres there, we are still waiting. But if the government or once the government can continue, because they started last year, March, the Fort Milland project that the governor announced, but they stopped again due to cost of building materials and co. Right? It was too ridiculous. So whenever they do the bridge, all of us that have property in Ikorodu, Agbowa Ikorodu, Imota Ikorodu, we are going to be in serious money. So many of us are still buying there to wait. It has appreciated to this amount, right? So you can buy that location for that. There's Obada in Abeokuta. For those of us that don't have too much money, you can have locations like this to do land banking, right? Very, very important. This is going for 650,000. And I'm very sure if you go to there's probably going to be mortgage for it. There's mortgage for it, deposit there. So there's no excuse if you say land is too expensive. These ones are not too expensive for that. I'm looking for more. Okay, that's gone back to Landey. I'm looking for. I'll try and touch almost everything. I've done Abeokuta. Okay, yeah. There's also Paradise Homes in Oyo State, right behind the largest sports resorts in Oyo State. So there's a sports resort there also, going for 500,000 for half plots. If you are paying outrightly, it's currently 1 million, but you can buy 500,000 if you are paying outrightly. There's also another Aton here. This is around Lemomu in Aton area, Paradise Prime Gardens. Aton is a very good location because it's because of the where it is located. Obviously, if they finish up with the Badagry and all those things that they want to do, they open up Badagry, obviously increases the impact in that location also. There's Pearls Gardens. This one, a lot of people have actually bought this location in Owerri State. It's a gated estate, gated fence already, and in a very good location. So if you are looking for a property in Owerri State, that's one for you. There's another one in Agbala, also in Owerri State too. This is Gwagwalada. I mentioned Gwagwalada that I had an opportunity to get 5 more acres at 18 million per acre last year. Look at the price for a plot now, 7.5 million, due to all the things that the FCT minister has done in Abuja over the past few months. So imagine that one plot is going for 7.5 times 6. That's 1 acre. That's for something million. And I had the opportunity to buy last year, to buy more. But the only good thing is that I have there, right? If I don't have, I would have been so devastated. So Abuja, Lagos, if you have a piece of land in those 2 locations, don't sell it. And if you don't have, go and buy. The next one is Woodgate City, Atapa. I really don't know much about that. There's Mainland Estates, Ofada Extension. Now there's Ofada Wode, there's Obafemi Wode, there's Mowe Town. Mowe is obviously the more expensive one, which is closer to the Lagos Ibadan Expressway, closer to Lagos. But you have Ofada, which is when you enter into opposite redemption camp, you have Mowe Junction. Enter into that place, you will be driving towards Ofada. And for those of you going to Obafemi Wode, you drive straight down to Shagamu Interchange, go left, you see the Nestle factory, very, very good third road, and good location. For Ofada, this particular one, I see a lot of people have bought it. Very good deal for you. Congratulations if you have bought that particular one. There's also Obafemi Owode, Paradise Crofts. Fantastic location also. It's part of the Conclave Coalition. You can get your own plot there. Ibefun. So Ikorodu axis as Agbowa, Imota, but Ibefun is, you turn on that road that goes from Ikorodu to Ekpe, for example. On that road, you will now have to turn left there's a particular turning left that goes towards the Ibefun axis. So it's still along the Ekpe-Ikorodu road. And if you are someone that understands commerce and industrialization, you know that Ekpe is one of the places that is receiving a lot of attention in Lagos State right now. And also Ikorodu, right? Those two locations, if you get anything along that road, in fact, if you don't even have along that road, by the time they are done with Ekpe, many people don't want to. I don't think if I'm going to Ekpe now, I don't follow Lekki Ekpe Expressway. I just follow Ikorodu Ekpe, or maybe follow what they call it, Shagamu, and I go past through Ijebu-Ode to that what they call it, that new checkpoint. What is it checkpoint they call it? Toll gate. That's Ijebu-Ode toll gate. So once that road is once the Ekpe everything is done, the Ikorodu is done, all these things looks like they're going to take time. But I mean, I saw how Ikotun, for example, became what it is today. You know, a lot of people moving from Oshodi. I saw how your ball also became what it is today. So you never can tell what opportunities are life for you when you do all these kind of things. So that's for the legends in Equita, that's in Port Harcourt. One of the major landmarks for this particular place is the fact that we have in fact, even Lagos State real estate companies are going there to go and buy land. Well over 30-something estates, new estates, rising up in that particular location. So that is also a very good location for you. And there's a university there also, so you can build hostels if you want to do that. Then there's Paradise by Imperial City. That's Eleme. Eleme is like the Ibejuleki of Port Harcourt. It's like the Ibejuleki of Port Harcourt. So we have reached the capacity for Zoom. If people cannot join, please let them know that they can join on Zoom on YouTube. So let's look at it. Click on view property. Right? If you buy Eleme, for example, I have in this particular location. I think I have like 1 acre or half acre there. I can't really remember. I need to do an audit of my portfolio actually. So this particular property has a gazette, and it's termed the Bejuleki of River State. There's the Port Harcourt Refinery, the Honest Seaport, Free Trade Zone. Some of them are still proposed, but obviously now that they have a governor, because they have been through too many things in the last few months. Now that they have a governor, hopefully they can return back to governance and not politics. Okay, so I think I'm almost done with 0. So there's Abarache, that's also in River State. For those of you that are in Osun State, there's the Ido Osun Monarch's Court also available. We did not list anything in Ife because our Ife property we want to use for hostel. And for the one in Osogbo, it was not listed because of some of the things that we are anticipating that the Adeleke government will do in Osogbo. Once they do that, we'll now increase the price and start putting up for sale. So if you are interested in Osogbo, you can just be on the standby. Maybe Rexpo might have something for you in that regard. For Arakot in Moniya, many real estate companies cannot be wrong. Right? We shouted this particular Moniya. I'm very happy about what has happened to that particular company, because I remember I was on radio 90.9 FM in 2016. Right, 2016, 27. Myself and the CEO of Rollard, that's Dr. Oloide, were the ones that were championing and shouting that people should buy money at that time, because the government had proposed a train station to be there. That will be the train station that will take people from Lagos, that people are coming from Lagos will land, right, and vice versa. We announced, we bought our first estate there, maybe how many acres, right, before the proposed train station. We didn't even know that where we got was before the train station, right, because we did not know where they had marked for the train station. Later, they started the work, and we realized that our own is even before the train station. That's how we closed the sale. Nobody bought, and I'm happy to announce that I am the only landlord in that place. Nobody bought that. So that it is closed, fence around, gated, padlocked, and only strictly for land banking for now. But we have gone ahead to get 5 other locations after the train station, and we were there. I don't know why I'm not showing on this picture, but this particular one is Arakot, right? And this is 300 square meter. Gracious is there. We are over 30. I mean, and one of the things that amazed me more about is that many of us that are there as real estate companies are Lagos companies. Ibadan real estate companies, only a few of them, maybe 1 or 2 that bought. Now that place has expanded. Many people are now buying. Where you're buying is now in Shane. We don't buy everywhere for money. Yeah, we don't buy almost everywhere. Finish. We don't. That's why you now start seeing money here is Shane. Money here is Shane Road. Right. So our phase one money here gone is not for sale. Right. That one is going for is currently over 8 million now. So we can't sell that one right now. Right. And we didn't buy 1 acre of this particular place for maybe 500K. 2016, 2017. This is real estate. Now one plot is over 5 million, 6 million. But for the one that is after the transaction, you can still see for 1.5, 2 million for 300 square meter. And if you buy now, you are bought late, right? Because some of us bought very early. But that's what's the reason. That's life. No, when God created heaven and earth, He did not create one part of earth be more expensive than the other part. What made one part more expensive? It is movement of people to that area and development. So what you are paying for in terms of the amount is you are paying the price of not knowing when it was cheap. You are paying the price of not being alive. Maybe they never born us, never born you. I was a child when Lekki was cheap now. It's not my fault that I did not buy. But right now, it's going to be my fault that I did not buy Ishen Harmonia. Because I know I'm an adult. Right? So my right is there for you. Get a plot. If you can get a plot, you can see people, this is people being allocated, literally our own clients right there. I've explained Agbowa Ikosi Road. There's the arena there. I don't need to explain it any longer. So you can get the plot for yourself there. So it all depends on what you are looking for. And then Imole City at Alabata, Abeokuta. Phase one sold out within how many minutes? This is phase two, right? And some of the things that are there, let me see. I think there's a university there. Funab. Proximity to Funab is a plain and dry, absolutely fantastic location. I'm going to do an hostel for myself in that location actually because I like the place. So Imole City is there. So for Funab students also, I'm going to do personally an hostel there once we are done with our hostel project in Ife, the third one that we are doing in Ife. So I'm done with Landey Zero. Let me go to Landey Build. For Landey Build, like I've said before, we created this one with the people who are in the middle class in mind. Building is expensive and it's not getting cheaper, right? So what we have said is that if you have saved money for yourself to buy a piece of land that you want to build, why not just use a fractional amount of money out of that money you have saved as deposit? Then go and start building on the land that we have listed as Landey Build. Then you now have more years to pay back for the cost of land, right? Because the cost of building is not getting cheaper. So if you click on Landey Build, you see what you have listed there under Landey Build there. So the Asa Dam in Ilorin is available for there. There's Gold City, that's Idu in around Amak in Abuja, right? So it's going for 5.5 million. And if you deposit, I think if you deposit, so you can buy outright at 5.5 million, or you can deposit 1 million and use 1 year mortgage for the balance, or use 2 years mortgage for the balance, or use 3 years mortgage for the balance. And as you have deposited the 1 million, you can start building on your land while you pay the balance within 3 years, and the interest rate is 9%. So I mean, if you allow this opportunity for Landey to pass, I don't know. So you have the Itura City. This is along Ibejuleki Expressway. Also, so you have to click on view property to see the percentage that required you to pay for you to have access to the site to go and start building. Like that's what Landey Build shows just for you. You have the Lafayette at Poka Ekpe available also. This one is not part of the Ekpe that is under government acquisition. This one has its own registered survey and file number for CFO. So it's going for 18 million. You can buy at 15 million. Remember when we're announcing Ekpe for how many million? I mean, if we don't have acres in Ekpe, anyhow, don't let me talk. You can buy fence plots. So you can literally see the picture. It's literally fenced though. You can buy fence plots in Akoka, this Ikola Akikwaja. So you can see the locations, each of the plots are already fenced and available for purchase for you. So you don't have to fence, just buy a fence plot and go and start building. And one of the things is that you can also deposit money and use mortgage to balance, then you can start building. Right? That's available for this fence plots in Ikola Akikwaja. Then there's also Paradise by Almond County, Moweta, one of my babies. This is one of my babies. Yes. So well over 7 something acres of land here. A few acres is still available for sale, right? So 18 million, but you can deposit a certain percentage and you'll be given the land to go and start building on it. If you have been here before, you know that they're already building bungalows and there's already electrical poles, as the case may be. So it's a fully fenced estate and it has CFO. So that's that. Then there's also the Kalon City. This is at Aja, right? You can literally see it's expensive, 110 million. But if you pay 50%, we can give you the land to go and start building, and you have a few number of years to pay the balance. There's Paradise View in Mowe, also 300 square meter. Please let us be making sure that we read the square meter, because some of you will say, this one is 6.5, this one is 15 million, this is 600 square meter. So read the square meter and get that confirmation. This is Heritage Ibefun. I explained the Ibefun already, so I don't need to explain that. It's also under Landey build. You can also build there and pay later. The habitat is also in the greater in Port Harcourt, River State. It's going for 10 million. You can buy at 9 million. You can deposit a certain percentage. Just click on view property to see how many percent you have to deposit to buy. There's a Brookline K2 available for Landey build. There's RGI in Ibadan, Oyo State. We were in PGS State yesterday or 2 days ago. You can check our social media for video Cash Gain City in Abaroje, Ikotun. So that one also you can deposit 50% and get the land and start building while you pay later. Also, there's Ibejuleki also available. There's Ewekoro. Ewekoro is another place you can buy for Vast. I'm going to Vast very soon for Landey Vast people. Then there's also Ijebu Ode available for you for Landey build. Let me go to Landey Vast. I know that there are some questions. I'll be answering questions shortly. Please, someone should help me check YouTube if we have questions. For Landey Vast, this is for the big boys. Now, listen, please. Do you know that even in the Landey Zero, you can get Vast? Vast starts from 1 acre. 1 acre of land is 6 plots of 500 square meter or 6 plots of 600 square meter. Do you understand? For many people that used to say a full plot of land. This is not a class, this is not our Cash Gain City class, but in our class, I have taught them several times. There's nothing like a full plot of land. A plot of land is a piece of land, is a measurable space, right? So you can, in America, they can sell you 333 square meter. That's a piece of land, right? So, but we have a custom in Nigeria, what is generally accepted as a widespread truth. In the Southwest, they do more of 600 square meter as a full plot. That's 60 by 120 feet, 600 square meters. So if you do half of that, 300 square meter is the half plot that they call in the Southwest. That's 60 by 60 feet. In some part of the Southwest, they also do 500 square meter as a plot. In the North, they do more of 900 square meter, 450 square meter, or 1,000 square meter. In the Southeast or South-South, more of 465 square meter. Do you understand? So as long as it's not a bricklayer that is building for you. I see a lot of people that build with bricklayers. They don't help you to maximize your land. They don't know anything about setback. They don't know anything about get a proper architect to maximize your land for you. Whatever you cannot use whatever you cannot do on the land, you can do on the air. So if with a proper architect and proper planning, even 150 square meter, right, can do something for you. Okay, so let's wrap up with Landey Vast. So with Landey Vast, what I'm trying to say is that every product you saw on Landey Build or Landey Zero, you can buy 1 acre of it by selecting units. So let's click on Landey Zero again. Let me just take a product for an example. So this is a product. If you want to buy this Ecola, for example, that is going for 40 million, you want to buy 1 acre of it. That's 6 of this. You just come here and click on stock unit and click on 6. What it invariably means is that you are going to pay times 6 of this price. Make your payment and deposit. That's all. So you can buy Landey Vast inside Zero and inside Build. That's literally what I'm trying to tell you. If the locations you are looking for is not under the Landey Vast, you can go and buy 1 acre of a Zero or 1 acre, and it's going to be very smart for you. Even those of you that are doing Zero Naira, because I mean, why are you doing 0 Naira and you buy 1 plot? Except maybe you don't feel like you'll be able to pay for it. So let's go to Landey Vast as we try and wrap this up for today. I hope it has been very informative. If you have been enjoying the class, it has given you insights. Please type one of the chat, but encourage me small so I can have encouragement. I never chop today, and I never buy products, so I never chop. I never get money to chop. But this is Zobo for me. Oh. Come and join me. So Landey Vast, Paradise Prime, Ikola, Alagbado, 3,000 square meter. 3,000 square meter going for 108 million. You can buy at 88 million. This is available for Landey Vast this month. Paradise by Ire, Mowe. You can see Mowe now. Let me give you a scenario. Do I have Mr. Pepple? Is Mr. Pepple on this call? Let me cast you small. If Mr. Pepple is on this call, let me know. Please chat me on WhatsApp. Why I'm calling his name is because if I'm talking about what I'm doing, it will be like say I try to advertise. Mowe is going for 90 million for an acre. I don't mean Mowe land that does not have CFO. And that is not inside estate. Too. I mean an estate titled land. 90 million, 108 million. There was a distress sale last year. Right? I got half acre. As I last year, it was selling for 10 million per plot. That's 60 million for 1 acre. Now it's now 15 million per plot. So that's 90 million for 1 acre thereabout. Right? All inclusive, much more than that. So 60 million, that's 30 million for half acre. I got it for 10 million. Somebody was in distress. And guess the distress, relocation. Many of you have sold your future because of London. You just need to go and travel and go and see that there's difference, but there's poor people there. There's poor people everywhere. There are poor people everywhere. So this particular person sold this particular land because of relocation. Wife, children, right? You have an acre in Mowe town. It was going for, and he sold it for 10 million. One man's distress is another man's opportunity. Today, you can see how much that is. I bought it for 10 million. I'm not telling you what another person. I, Sam Orija, literally bought it without any sympathy. Because we advise you not to buy it. 10 million, what was worth 30 million naira? Today, it has gone to 45 million, 50-something million. And I've not sold it. It's still there. The second half acre, a client bought it, a client of our company. 12.5 million was what he sold. He later sold that one. 12.5. Today, that particular place is over 45 million. The man is always praying for me. So follow no road, right? It's not pride. We know road. We know this job. So advise you to buy Vast if you are currently in your season of plenty. You are currently in money, or you can access money. Because life is a cycle. There's 7 years of farming. There's 7 years of plenty. It will happen. It's not a joke, right? So there's Atom available. Greenland in Ibejuleki. This one might be out of vision for many people, but what you are seeing here is even still cheap. By the time the new international airport is done, this particular location, you will not see one plot less than 100 million. So 1 acre is still going for 288 million now, right? So by the time they are done with the Lekki International Airport, which Buhari commissioned before he left the office, one plot will be going for 100 million. I said it, right? So you can go and get your own plot there. There's Agbala in Owerri State. Kobakwe is like the Ekpe of Abeokuta, right? So you can get an acre for yourself there. I've explained this one already. Iwo Road. You don't need to explain Iwo Road. That's like that we should in Ibadan. So you can get an acre there for 21 million. Paradise Crofts, Obafemi Wode, is going for 6.6 million. Let me see if it is all inclusive or is land cost only. Okay, so I think it is land cost only. So I'll check and get back on that. Paradise Farms. Okay, then this is Paradise Farms. Egbadon. Now I'll explain this one because this one comes with palm trees, right? So this is 1 acre, 3,000 square meter. This is 1 hectare. An hectare is different from an acre. An acre of land is 6 plots. An hectare is 15 plots. So it's 2.5 acres. That is 1 hectare, right? So if a plot is going for 500 square meter, for example, an hectare will be 7,500 square meter, which is what we're saying here. Why a plot, an acre is 3,000 square meter here, as the case may be. Now, if you are buying acre here, you are getting 60 plus palm trees. And if you know what they call palm trees, you know that is cash flow. So this Paradise Farms by Palmcrest is along Egbado North local government area. Instead of 4 million, you can get at 3 million if you are buying. I think if you are buying outright, but if you are paying instrumentally, you buy at 4 million. The title is CFO, so there's no problem with it. And these are the landmarks around there. It's a farm estate currently right now. It's not mixed use. It's currently farm estate. The features are the palm oil, palm kernel. The deal is that you buy this acre, you get 60 plus palm oil trees. You own the palm oil, and you own the trees, and you also own the produce. So, as you know, palm trees have a lifespan of 80, 70 and years and above. So it means that you are in for a lifetime of cash flow if you get in this particular one. If you are buying the hectare gives you 150 plus palm trees. Do you understand? So I just wanted to just emphasize on that, because many of you are just seeing the price. You're not clicking on view property to see if there's an extra benefit for yourself inside it. The legend, I've explained the Legend School, I've explained Imperial City, I've explained this one. Agro City also is a farm estate. I've explained all these ones also. Arakot, you can get an acre there. Okay, Oaks Farm. This Oaks Farm, Kobape, for example, is currently 2.5 million for 1,800 square meter. That's half acre. If you are selling 1 acre at 600 square meter. So 600 times 3, that's 1,800 square meter. You can select, if you want to buy 1 acre of this, select 2 units and select your payment plan. Are you buying outrightly or in 5 months? Now look at it. If you buy outright or in 5 months, you are earning 10% yearly for 3 years. So if you don't click on all these properties and see the payment plan and see the features, you might not know that there are benefits on you. Imagine that you buy 2 of these, that's 5 million. Every year you are earning 500,000 naira from the farm produce, because they will farm for you. After 3 years, you can decide to use your land for whatever you want to use it for, whether you want to continue farming or you want to do other things on your land. But for the first 3 years, they will farm for you and they'll be paying you 10% of the cost of the land that you bought. Do you understand? So that's available for Paradise by Oaks Farm in Kobape in Abeokuta, Lagos, Ogun State, sorry. So there's Ijebu Ode also. A lot of people find this too good to be true. We will be on allocation day now, so no problem. So this is 6.2 million. You can get outrightly at 3.5 million, 3,000 square meter. Ewekoro. I've been shouting at Ewekoro too for you to get acres of land there. We're all here when the Ogun State government invited Dangote, and the governor Dapo Abiodun and Dangote had a media press briefing, and they allocated Dangote acres of land for their cement plant. That's in Ewekoro. There's also the cotton plant also. So with all these industrializations coming on in Ewekoro, it's important for you to just go and position yourself and get acres for yourself there. It's already increasing in value. So you can get 3,000 square meter at 4.5 million instead of 7.5 if you are buying outright. Click on it and see the necessary things. Then this is Bellini. This is Mr. Jimon. Look at you on this picture. If you are here, Mr. Alasu come here, I can see you. Where am I in this picture? Love it, you did not do well. Oh. I didn't see myself in any of the pictures that you were posting. Oh, see me here. Evidence day. There's evidence. All right, so this Bellini cuts. This is the layout. You can see. So everything. There are many properties that we did not list here because it did not pass the verification in time. So that's one of the reasons why we told you guys to talk to your account officer and let them know locations that you're looking out for. It might be in our vault that we did not list out here because of time of the land day, and because I cannot list what will put me inside trouble. I'm just 31 years old. I intend to live to 100. I cannot be living 70 years in hiding. So land. So the final thing to note here is that there are others that are not under land, so there's no financing for it. But you can check it out and see if you have anything that can help you there. So there's Ido, there's Umokane in Owerri here, there's Obaku here, there's a fence plot in Ofada Ode, fence plot for 4.5 million. And it's all inclusive. I don't know that people have not been seeing that much, but I don't think anybody has subscribed for that. There's Magodo, there's Nyanya in Abuja, there's Magodo also, there's Itele also in Ijebu side, there's Isheri. Those of you that stay in the Ikotun axis, we have in Abaronja, we also have in Isheri in Ikotun, but that's going for 37.5 million if you have the money to buy it now. There's Agbara also, there's E4 listed here if you want to buy E4. Also, there's Alagbado listed there. There's Benin City, Amagba, GRA. There's Agboa, Ikorodu here. There's Enugu State here. There's Festac also here in others. There's Idu. Also, there's Ileko Scheme. That's the Ibejuleki listed here. And there's the Road here, as you can see. So you can take your time to go and start shopping and enjoy the period. So I want to listen to questions now. So there are questions on YouTube. Why are they all titled Paradise? Because it is me that titled it Paradise. That's the answer to your question, Mr. Joseph Smith. So why they are all titled Paradise is because we are intentional about the delivery of the estate to the customer. So many of these locations, many of them are a partnership and a deal that we have done with the different developers of those locations because we have to provide financing for you. So we are literally paying for you, right? If you are not paying now, we are paying for you. So what we are buying the particular properties in our own company's name, we will now allocate to you. Not naturally, we wanted to just send you to the developers, but if they don't deliver to you, you'll be start calling Samorija. Hello, Samorija, I bought property from your company. Okay, you bought property from my platform. Through my platform from this company, but we don't want all that. So we will buy it in our name. They will allocate it to us. We will allocate to you. That's why everything is called Paradise, because I live in a paradise. I mean, look at the office space. I mean, it's not a paradise enough. So that's the first question. Ibadan Iwo Road, what's the title on the property? I will go and check it again for you. Thank you for that question. I think Lovers can help me check that one. Landey Iwo Road, you can use this laptop. The next one is Good Day, Ibefun, Ekpe, Ikorodu Road. What title is there? Registered survey and deed of assignment. Okay, so these are the questions I'm getting on YouTube. Let me go to Zoom. Good morning, the Chief of Casualty. I was amazed, seriously, with your analysis. I was able to gain something. Please, Mr. Sam, can you give some time? I mean, if you can shut down Landey by 1 p.m., it will allow us to check all products and go for it. Okay, so you are chasing a plane, Joe. Okay, sir. Landey is still on till 11:59 p.m. today, so not 1 p.m. So it's still on till 11:59 p.m., not a.m. or p.m. So to the end of today. But I have other announcements I will announce later. Please, the Egbado North, kindly explain again. Okay, let me see. Is that under Vast? Which one is Egbado North? Is that okay? Let me search for it. Egbado North. I'll find anything out there. Okay, so I'll still keep checking. Please, can I add a plot more to make it 2 plots after initial? Yes, you can do that, Mr. Oluwashayo Ajula. All these places are majorly outskirts of towns. What security measures and contributions are being put in place in these areas? My brother, there's nothing like outskirts of town. A town was an outskirt before it became a town. So almost all the locations, if not all locations, are privately owned by estate companies. So they have more to lose than you that are buying 1 plot. They have more to lose in terms of the acres to lose than you that are buying a plot. That being said, the security of a particular land is not just in what we say, is in the title and also the physical presence that we have on the particular land. So the title or the documents are clean. So the ones that are not clean were not listed. The ones that are still in process, there's nothing like excision in process here. If it doesn't have gazette, I'm not listed. I have a lot of properties that are that are currently being excised that will come out clean, but I will not list it. So the first security measure, right? And I will take time to talk about this one when you are buying. So in case you are not buying from us, wherever you are buying from, these are the measures that you should take in place. There are 5 measures to put in place when you are buying land anywhere in Nigeria. Number 1 is for you to chart the land. What do I mean by chart? I mean chart, C-H-A-R-T. You chart the land to ensure that it is, number 1, devoid of government acquisition or government intentionality. There are two different kinds of government acquisition. There's committed and not committed. So every state government have plan for every area. So if they have plan to put burial ground here, you go and buy the land because it's still bushy. In the next 20 years, when they will come and demolish all your estates. And that's what is happening in Lagos. You can see some of the things happening in Lagos. Right? There's a master plan already. So maybe Lovers, go and get me all those plans so I can show you. So we buy with all those plans in mind. So you chart the land, make sure that it's free of that, free of court cases, free of any encumbrance. Number 2 is to inspect the land. I've been to several of all these states by myself personally. You inspect the land, make sure that the land has good soil, all those things. If you are building skyscraper, you know that, okay, this land can build it. That's what the inspection is for. Number 3 is you pay for the land. Land cost. Land cost. That is not your entire cost. The same thing as you are buying a car. If you buy a car, it's the car cost you pay for. You still pay clearing cost. You pay for vehicle license. You pay for roadworthiness, all those kind of things. So you pay for the land cost. How much was the land cost? Number 4 is for you to pay for other costs. Now, other costs can be documentation and development levy if you are buying from an estate company. If you are buying from the primary markets, which is the Omolile probably will not even give you documentation. It's your surveyor that will go there, chart the land, right? Get a provisional survey. You now go and do your survey in the Ministry of Lands. Do you understand? So number 4 thing to do is to pay for the land cost, pay for documentation fee, other costs, documentation fee if it's available, right? And that comes to your survey and all those kind of things. Because land is not a phone that you buy and carry away. Land is staying there. It stays there, right? So it's your document that provides you the necessary movement up and down. If you are going to sell it to somebody else, is that document you are transferring to somebody else. You now create a deed of transfer or deed of assignment. Then number 5, which is the most important and the most expensive, is POP, possession, occupation, and protection. So to answer your question, Mr. Justus, we have done all these 5 things. When you are buying your own land, also do all those things, and you will not be part of the people that used to lament. So Nigeria has done Nigeria, so we will be back with light. So just listen to me as I continue. The next question is okay, there's no next question here. Good morning, Sam. I didn't. Okay, Augustine, kindly take me through how to make the next installment on my portal. Okay, I will do that. All right, so I will do that to wrap up. It could have been easier if search button was there. There's search buttons out. Mr. Enoch, click on marketplace. Look at search button here. So you can search by the location. You just maybe type Mowe, for example. So this is Mowe. I've typed Mowe, for example. Now you can see all the Mowe here. Paradise by Ire, Mowe, as the case may be, all of them. So you can type Lagos or this man asks for Egbado. I don't know if that will come outside though. Palm Crest. I think that's the name. Palm Crests. Egbado. I will select. Okay. Palm Crests. Yes. So the man that asked for Egbado, I will explain now. It's under Landey Vast. So the next question is thanks for clarifying the aspects of units, because I wanted to get a minimum of 1.5 acre at Luna Estate. I had previously applied for 3,000, but okay, good. That's good. So you can use the unit to apply. Please, can we get the Zoom video after this meeting? No, I don't record my Zoom videos because I'm having an academy I'm opening next year that you people will pay for. So I don't record my classes, but I have everything in my head. I can tell you again if you want me to tell you again. Good morning, sir. Can I change my location when I get my location and pay all the money in full? Can I change your location? I don't know what you mean by change your location. If you have another location you want to buy, quickly go and buy it before the deadline. Then when you get your location, you can pay. Yes, you can pay all your money before your mortgage expires. Once you pay before it expires, you will not be paying the interest that applies to the expiring dates. Okay, the one for plantain farming. Mr. Anas is asking for the Excel template. Okay, I will give it. I will send it to chat to your account officer. Let them know that you are interested in Sam Orija's budgeting template, so that they will now send it to you. For the zero payment option, how soon will the payments commence with the money? This month we are doing all the sorting next week. So once you have applied for zero, next week once we do all the sorting, all the financing will go out and payment. Then we'll start doing allocations. So next week is the week of sorting out. Well over how many thousands of people have subscribed here. So many people did the Landey zero too. So we have to sort that out. And allocation starts from second week in June, and you will see the timetable for all the locations that were bought. A lot of locations bought. Please, inspection is not free. Inspection is paid. So because I'm a first, Mr. Banji who said the status is still pending on Landey zero. Don't worry, it will be approved very soon. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Oga. I'm very impressed by your vast knowledge. Please, can you help me flip a 320 square meter fence gated bungalow? I have listed on Castle Magazine April to buy your palm oil estate. I don't help people sell, but thank you for the compliment. I don't help people sell land, except I want to buy. What is the minimum acres an individual can go for on Landey zero? Also, can one choose 2 or more locations? You can choose as many locations as you want. Then the minimum plot you can buy in any location, click on it now, you will see stock units. So this particular one is 3,000 square meter, for example. If I choose one, that means I'm buying 3,000 square meter. If I choose 2, that means I'm buying 6,000. Do you understand? So as the case may be, you choose what you want. I have paid for Ibadan, but I want to change to Mowe. Okay, Mr. Adekule, talk to your account officer. So that they can, because we have not closed the Landey now. Talk to that. So Mr. Adekule, chat your account officer up. They are the ones that will attend to it. Now, I was telling you guys about the man that asked about security. If I want to buy land in Alimosho today, this is where I'll first go to. Even though Alimosho is already filled up, this is the Alimosho plan. This was what made me to go and buy land in Ekpe. Right now, people are facing problem in Ekpe. I'm not facing problem. Ekpe master plan. Are you seeing? If I want to buy land, when we went to go and buy land in First Park, when Zida Pavilion 6th to 7th Avenue, some people were interested in it. I don't know if they have gone for their. I don't know if they have deposited money now for it. But if you can buy it. Too. This is it. This is the Apapa plan and the First Park area. We did not list any property in Badagry because we are not selling yet. Lagos only has 3 more locations for vast acres of land. Ekorodu, that's the Agbowa axis, Ekpe, and Badagry. So if you are smart, you will buy there because there's no other vast acres. You cannot get vast acres in any other location. This is the plan. You can see Badagry master plan. Abuja that I was crying about. This is Agege. This is Lekki. This is Lagos mainland. So you buy with intentionality. You don't buy as an illiterate investor. Anyways, Ibefun title for the person that asks is a registered survey. So if you have more questions, you can pour them in. Now, before we go, do you know that you can make commissions on sale? You can literally make 7% commission if any of your friends and families buys any of these particular locations, right? So we have between now and 11:59 p.m. to do that. So all you have to do is just click on my profile. Once you click on my profile, scroll down and copy your own link. Once you copy your link, share it with your friends. Let them go and register. And you can put them through. This is how you subscribe. This is how you do that. Once you do that, you earn 7% commission. and you will be glad that you did. I don't collect salary. I've not collected salary since over 12 years. Do you understand? I've been living on sales. But I can tell you that what I make in a year, some people's companies, I'm not talking about individual, I'm talking about companies, don't make it. So that's from sales of real estate. So there are questions here. Good morning, sir. Please, I applied for zero payment and was told it's mortgage for a year. Please, can't it be more than a year? There are several properties that are listed. So there are some on the listing you see deposit 0.9 and use 1 year, deposit 0.9 and use 2 years, deposit 0 and use 3 years. So if it is not there, if it's only 1 year that is there, that means that is what is available for that. It literally means that the developer did not give us much more than that period of time. Concerning Agowa Ecosi, I saw that the payment covers land costs only. Okay, I will explain that too. And thank you, Sam, for the questions. Okay, so that will be all. So you can copy your link and refer people and earn commission as the case may be. Where's my phone? Okay. So I want to read a few other T&Cs here before, because some of the T&Cs can answer your question. So Landey Vast. Landey Vast does not have too much T&C. The one that really has T&C really is the zero because of people that will default. So I will explain what happens when you if you default in terms of your obligations. All right. So up next, so at the end of today, by 11:59 p.m., we'll be closing Landey. But I will ask a question based on you people's feedback is what I'll use to decide. So once Landey shuts down, there will be no opportunity for the public to access this Landey mortgage financing, as the case may be, right? But note, by June 26th next month, we'll be celebrating 4 years at Cashgate City, and also July 1st, we'll be celebrating 2 years at Fund Real Estate Cooperative Society, and we'll be having a lot of activities. There will be a lot of activities that period. We'll be having anniversary games. We did that last year. We played football, table tennis, snooker, different kind of things at the park very close to our office here in Lagos, Nigeria. So we'll be having anniversary games also. But more importantly, we'll be having an anniversary promo. And Landey will return in the month of July. So this is what we're going to do for those of you that will not take advantage in the month of May. Everybody that took advantage in May have now successfully joined the Landey Club. So it means that Landey was open for free all through the month of May, for free. Please listen very carefully. And the packages are what you have enjoyed or what you are enjoying. Once we are done with this Landey this month, Landey will no longer be open to the public for free, right? It will only be for free to club members. And these are the benefits that club members are going to be enjoying. Single-digit interest rates, so they can also, all these things that were enjoyed here, you will enjoy also subsequently. You can buy land and pay later. You can build on the land and also pay later. And only club members are the ones that can be buying VAST. So as you are seeing on VAST, you can see the price. You now see a slash. You now see the amount, the discounted price. Only club members will be able to pay discounted price. The entire public will be paying the general price. So if you have not locked down anything for yourself this month of May, for you to be a member of that club, it's better to just log down for free this month. From next month, all through next month is allocation and sorting. From July 1, we have the anniversary promo. Landey will be back, but the club membership fee will be required before you can now access the single-digit interest rates and all those kind of things that we are offering to people. So I hope that is very, very clear. That's the first announcement. Second announcement is that we have received a lot of messages from people who are going to be paid in the first week of the month. So some people are not privileged to be paid end of each month, which is May, and the month ends today. So we have requests for people, if you are on that particular train, right? You have requests for people who want to pay the first week of June, right? So we are going to be opening the portal for you guys to pay till Friday, right? So if you still can pay till Friday, for all the property that you are going to be getting for yourself. Make sure that you make sure that you lock it down today, then make your payment on Friday. So lock it down today. If you don't have any money, get a voucher. Even if it's Landey build, get a voucher, lock it down today, because all the sales will end today. So whatever it is that you want to buy, if you don't have the money to pay for it now, but you have the money, you will have the money during the week because they'll pay your salary. Go and use voucher to pay, to lock it down today. We are going to close down every purchase today by 11:59 p.m. If once you have not purchased, you are not able to pay next week. I hope that answers that particular part is very, very clear. Now, for people that are doing Landey Zero, there are two. So please listen to this TNC very, very well. There are two Landey Zeros. There's a committed, people that are deposited money this month. You are a committed Landey Zero member. Now, what happens in scenarios where you don't pay up? So, for example, you are buying a land of 2 million. You have deposited 500,000, for example, and you have to pay 1.5 million, and you chose a 3 years mortgage. But three years elapse, you are not able to pay up for your land. What happens is that you will sell the land and pay us what you are owing us, right? And you take the balance because you are a committed member. So listen to me very well. You will sell the land. So, for example, you buy it at 2 million, you are paid 500,000, you are owing us 1.5. If after 3 years, right, for example, it's not you are not able to balance up, you are the one that will sell the land. We give you a duration to sell the land, right? You sell the land, you give us our 1.5 million, and you take the balance. If you are not able to sell the land, right, within that duration, we will sell it. We will give you how much you paid. So if you paid 500,000, we'll sell it at 5. If you sell it at 6 million, we'll collect the 5.5. But if you sell it, pay us our 1.5 million. If you sell it at 6 million, no problem. Take your 4.5 within that window that we give it to sell it. So that's the TRC for Landey Zero, committed people. If you are not committed, we are the ones that will sell it for you, and we'll give you how much you have paid. But if you are committed, we'll give you a window for you to sell it, right? And as the case may be. So for Landey Zero race, each location you are going to be under a race. Each location, for example, by the time we do the sorting, we will know how many people bought a particular location. So each location have a number of plots that are available for race. Everybody will qualify. So if there are 100 of you that do race for Mowe, for example, all of you will be given the land in Mowe for the duration of your mortgage. Only people who pass the race, right, after the mortgage period will permanently own the land. So what am I saying? If you do Landey Zero race for Obafemi Owode 1 million, right, and you deposited 0 naira, you are using voucher to pay. During allocation that will come up next month, you will be allocated, right? And you have chosen 3 years to pay. Remember, you cannot build, but you can farm. I would advise, if you are farming, farm what you can uproot after 3 years. If you go and do palm kernel, whatever you farm there is for me after you default. So farm what you can uproot, what you know that you cannot pay. You know, for people that think that they are using us, you are the one that is helping us to design our estate. You know, so you can farm for all 100 of you will be given a plot. Now, from the inception of the race, you will have been notified that out of the 100, only 70 of you will get the land after 3 years of mortgage. So the first 70 to finish payments is what will be the one that will guarantee the land after. This is the reason why we did this, is because we cannot do the normal conventional way of mortgage. So we have put all of you people in a race. If you like, don't pay. If you like, default. The neighbor is paying. Do you understand? So that's how it is. And now, if you have paid up and you're not one of the 70 people, for example, you fall in number 71, you'll be refunded back your money. Do you understand? So that's what the race is about. So don't take it lightly. Don't take it with levity. Enjoy the season, enjoy the opportunities, but be serious about it. Any questions? Any questions? Paradise Prime City. Okay, so Paradise Prime City at Iro Road, Lagelu, the land title is government allocation. Yes, that's government allocation and CFO. Government allocates with CFO. That's how they do it. Okay, so the man that wants me to help him to flip his property, I don't help people flip, but love it to take a screenshot of your. Okay, she's not on Zoom, so let me just take a picture because you put your number there. I don't know how much you want to sell it, because you said there's a bungalow there. Okay. Any other question, please? Mr. Bassi Edet has not gotten a voucher. Please chat Faisal or David. Put your number. You are the general customer care. Please chat that number if you don't have a voucher. Please note, purchase of property ends today. So if you intend to pay during the week, buy it today with the voucher if you don't have any money, or if you have 50,000 or whatever it is you have, lock it down today and pay. Let your account officer know that. Okay, Mr. Jimo is asking a question. Okay, Sam, please kindly take me through how to pay. Okay. The next installment. So if you are paying the next installment, please, the Agoda you are talking about, if I purchase it, will I get a return on the farming? No. The one that you get return on farming is Paradise by Oaks Farm. You get returns for 3 years. The one at Egbado North, is you that you are buying a farm, a mixed use estate, farming and co. So you can, no, it's you that is buying a farming estate, Palm Crest, right? So it is for life. The palm kernel is for life, except you go out there and go and oppose it by yourself. But the palm kernel is for life, and you'll be enjoying cash flow. So you are the owner of the land, you are the owner of the palm trees, you are the owner of the produce, palm kernel, palm oil, as the case may be. So I want to show you how you can, if you buy, for example, let me share my screen now. I want to show you how you can pay your second installment. It's the same way. So the same way you purchase. So you just go to the same product again, click on it, click on payment plan, and select the payment plan you are doing. So if it's instrumental payments, select the deposit 500,000 and pay 10,000 every month for 12 months. It's the same thing. As the case may be. Let me see if I can show you that here. Okay, so the man that asked about Palm Crest, we are using Palm Crest as an example to answer the two questions. So Palm Crest, for example, you get your receipt, your investment letter, your contract of sale. Oh, the laptop has gone off. So if you want to subscribe for your second installment, just go back to the same product. It's still on the portal. Okay, Mr. Peso said he doesn't understand. Okay, it is race, not raise. Landey zero, race. These are for people that are depositing €0. So each of those locations have the number of plots allocated for race. So if we have, for example, offer that mainland extension, we have a lot of people there that applied for €0. If people are up to 50 and the number of plots marked for race there is 30, all of you, there's enough plot for 50 of you. All of you will be given the allocation. 50 of you will be given allocation during this allocation season that we are coming, right? In terms of if you want to farm or whatever it is you want to do, but you cannot build, right? Now, those 50 of you have that 3 years or that 2 years, whatever number of years you choose as the mortgage to pay for the land. Why the 50 of you will be allocated the land in the 3 years period for you to farm and do whatever it is, unrestricted access to the land. After that 3 years mortgage period window, if we have chosen only 40 people, if you say only 40 plots will be available, for the first 40 to have finished payments of their mortgage will now be the ones to permanently own the land after the 3 years mortgage season. Do you understand? For the 3 years mortgage season, everybody that applies for the land will be given land. Why we are doing that is what you can see the land that is genuine. It is here, it is yours, but only if you are serious with it. So you are in a race with other people. You are in a form. You will literally be seeing the race table, like a premiership table on your portal. After the land season, after this particular period is over, you'll be seeing it on your portal. So the first 40 out of the 50 that are allocated, the remaining of you, 10 of you will be pursued out of the land. So if you have paid any amount, you'll be refunded back the money you have paid, since you do not meet up as the first 40 or first 50 to pay up in that particular window. So I hope you understand what that means now. So is there a fair commission on land day zero? Yes. There's commission on every land day, 7%. So even the person does €0, whenever the person pays the mortgage money, you'll be getting 7% commission on the cost of land. Any other question? Okay. So since there are no other questions, I would like to encourage us. We have about 12 hours or 13 hours to go to enjoying this. Hello, Sam. Hello, Nicholas. Do you have a question for me? Or can I go to bed? Okay, so there are no other questions. I would like to. I'm joining. So Olasukomi Jomo is asking, where is the location for Farm Crest and what is the square meter? What square meter is both of them? Both of what? What are the difference between both? Both of what? Farm Crest and it's not Farm Crest, Palm Crest, Palm Crest and what? Which other location, sir? My question is, if I selected two products and at the end of the mortgage period, what I'm able to pay covers for one of the products and part of the second, will I still be allocated for the one my payment call? Yes. The two products are distinctly exclusive of each other. So both products are exclusive of each other. It's not the same. So if you are finished paying for one, that will be treated separately from the second one. How much is Landey zero price? Okay, I can see that Mr. Moses, you have not been with us. So Landey zero price is what is the products that you choose. The price is listed there. If you do not meet up at the end, of course, if you don't meet up for your Landey race, for example, if you're in the race, whatever amount you have paid is what I'm going to give you back. It's not an investment. We're not giving you any interest. If you want to fund, go to fundrealestate.ng and go and fund and collect interest. But if you are in the race, make sure that you win the race. If you don't win it, all the money you have been paying is going to one account, untouched account. If you don't touch that account, it's just going to be there. So we'll carry the money back and give you back your money. Even though they will have deducted bank charges, we will not mind. We'll send you back your money. But no, there's no interest on it. Okay, the difference between Palm Crest and Oak Farm. There's major difference now. So, Mr. Olasukomi, let me explain to you. Palm Crest is at Egbado North, right? And it is 3,000 square meter and 7,500 square meter. 3,000 square meter is going for what? Let me go back to the. I will share my screen now. We are wrapping up. So those of you that are still on the call, thank you for being on the call. So this is Palm Crest Egbado North, 3,000 square meter. It's going for 3 million. You can select how many units you want. And this one gives you 60 plus palm oil trees. If you are going for the acre, for the hectare, 7,500 square meter gives you 150 plus palm oil trees. For the oak farm, that one is 1,800 square meter. So let me search for it. Paradise by Oak Farm is under Landey Vast. So this one is 1,800 square meter. Is at Kubape in Abeokuta. So it's a different location. It's different from Palm Crest. There's no similarity at all. For the Oak Farm, this one, if you invest 2.5 million, you get 1,800 square meter, and you will get 10% income every year for 3 years. Palm Crest is not giving you that. Palm Crest is giving you 150 plus palm oil trees. It is when you sell the tree, you sell the palm produce, right? But currently, right now, the palm oil trees are in their infant stage. So in probably 4 years' time, it becomes mature and it can last for 80 years. But for Oak Farm, the farming is only for 3 years, for the first 3 years. And they'll be paying you 10% of what you have paid for the land for. So if you do 250,000, you'll be getting 2.5 million, you're getting 250,000 every year for 3 years. After the 3 years, you can decide to do whatever you want to with your land. But for Palm Crest, the palm trees are going to be on your land as long as you want it, except you cut it down and use it for other things that you want to do. So I hope that question is answered, Mr. Jimo. Any other question? Okay. So my parting words. Okay. So two things: you can decide to manage it by yourself, or you can pay the. There's a contract with the developers for them to manage for you. If they are managing it for you, they'll be collecting a certain percentage of your produce. That's the agreement. But if you are managing it yourself, you'll be collecting your produce. Now you go farm now, or you employ your farmers to go and be plucking and processing. They have a processing machine there that processes whatever it is that you produce. So you can also use them to do that. So there will be inspection also. Allocation dates and inspection will be released for those of us. Thank you, everybody. I've done my own part. It's left to you guys to do your part. We can only. Okay, there's a question here on YouTube. Please, how do I buy and what is the initial deposit for land for Ekwe? So let us look at it by ourselves. Let us share screen again. I don't know what Ekwe is saying in terms of price, but let us click on it by ourselves. So let me Somebody wants us to meet again already. Are you already missing us? So if you are here, just click on land. When you click on land, just search Ekpe. Search for Ekpe. So under Ekpe now, you will see many Ekpe there. So this is Lekki Ekpe Expressway. This is not Ekpe. It's Lekki Ekpe Expressway. So this is Ekpe here. Paradise Brook Line. There's another one. I think there's another Ekpe. There's another Ekpe here. Poker. You can also search for Poker Ekpe. Lafayette. Are you seeing? So the man that asked for Ekpe, this is Paradise Brook Line K to Ekpe. You can see pictures of the estates. 600 square meter. It's going for 12.4 million or 15 million, depending on which payment plan you are using. So the title is registered survey. And you can see the cost is land cost only. Development levy and documentation fee is different. So what's your payment plan? You can buy outright or 3 months at 12.4 million, or you can pay 2.6 million naira monthly for 5 months, or you can use mortgage 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So available for you. If you are not buying Poker Brook Line, you can buy Lafayette in Poker Ekpe. This is a picture also. You can see the pictures of it's a gated estate already. Right? And it's going for 18 million. But you can buy at 15 million if you are buying outrightly. So just select your payment plan. Outright or 3 months. If you are doing 6 months, you can do 1 year mortgage also available for you. And the land costs, only land cost only, not development levy and documentation fee. So I've answered that question. What's the next question? Under YouTube. So that's Ekpe price for you. So just do yourself a favor of going through the website. If you can look at everything one by one by yourself, there's enough time today. And there's no premiership, especially Man United fans that have about a very bad season. Okay, break down the loan repayment plan for me, please. Say I have 3 years to pay 1 million for the purchased land at single-digit interest. Okay, I will do that. I will wrap up with that. But Kingsley is saying, please, when are we meeting again? The Landey meeting. This is the last Landey meeting. We are not meeting again, but we meet as an organization for our clients to answer any questions Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays on radio 90.9 FM, 11:30 a.m. And Fridays we have 2 shows, 1 p.m. But for Zoom, we meet every Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 8 p.m. This same link. So if you click on this link, 8 p.m. on Zoom, you will see my face. If you are not too, if my face is not too ugly for you to see. Okay, so okay, please, where is your office? Our office is at Faisal. Okay, our office address is dropped on the YouTube link. You can check it. Please, I heard single digit interest rate. I will explain that. What does a voucher mean, please? Okay, so if you have registered for Landey, you should have an account officer that would have called you or sent you a message on WhatsApp and email. That account officer, you are meant to let the person know that I'm buying Landey zero. I don't have money to pay, but I want to take advantage of. They will send you a voucher. That voucher is the voucher that the finance company has given to you to use to pay. Is representing our own payments that we have paid for you. So that's the voucher. So chat your account officer up. If you don't have an account officer, 080-2243-0140 is the number to chat. Breakdown. So I will break down the payment plan for you guys. Okay, so kindly pin the number for someone to. So for repayments, now let me explain. If a land is costing 1 million, for example, on the payment plan, you might see buy outright at 650,000. That's what people that want to pay once with money mean. So they are giving you discount because you are paying once. You can also see payment plan of instrumental. That means you make a deposit during this May, then you cannot be paying small for several months available. Some products have that. For the mortgage, there are 2 types. The committed, you are paying a certain percentage, but you are not paying monthly every month because you don't have money to pay every month. You are telling us to pay the balance for you, and you are choosing maybe 1 year to pay back for that balance, or 2 years or 3 years. Whatever number of years you choose, there's an interest attached to it. So if for 1 year, usually lower than 2 years, lower than 3 years, right? So if 1 year is 5%, and you have to pay 1 million, and you deposited 200,000 naira, you are paying back, you are balancing 800,000 naira. If you balance before that 1 year expires, you are not paying any interest because you have not elapsed the mortgage, right? But if you pay after the 1 year expired, you are going to pay that interest rate in addition to the balance that you are owing. Do you understand? The interest rate is calculated on the cost of the land. So if you are owing 800,000 naira, what you are owing is 800,000 naira plus 5% of 1 million. That's 5% of 1 million is 50,000 naira. That's 850,000 naira. Do you understand? If it is 2 years mortgage, it is 2 years mortgage compounded. So it is not 9 plus 9%. It's not 5 plus 5%. No. What is the percentage of year one? 5% of 1 million. Year two now becomes 5% of 1,050,000. Do you understand? So it's not 5% of 1 million because you have not paid for it. So I hope you get the breakdown. So that's how it works, right? And if you choose a 3-year mortgage, but you are able to pay up in 1 year, the interest of year 2 and year 3 will not be applied to you because you have finished paying up before that particular period elapsed. So I hope that answers your question. Please kindly analyze. Please, Mr. Sam, do a giveaway for us as a way of rounding up the Landey season by analyzing Chelsea and their achievement this season. Can you imagine? Chelsea fans thought they won at the European Trophy. It's just like me going to primary school and carrying first. You guys went to a school where there's also picking they did. I got the carry first. God said that we European Trophy. We have won all the 3 European trophies. Have we participated in it? Do you see Madrid play Conference League? Anyways, my giveaway for today is go and buy Landey. Go and buy Landey. Honestly, during the allocation, I have a few surprises for a few people. So I will choose who I want to do giveaway for. Right? Maybe I can choose maybe the person that buys most acres or the person that buys the least or whatever it is. Right? But during allocation, we are going to be doing much more of that. So big thank you to everybody. It's been a very good 2 hours. Wow, I was speaking for 2 hours and I'm not a pastor. I don't like talking too much. I'm not a public speaker, but you guys made me talk too much. I like to appreciate everybody for being a part of this call. Now it's time for us to go and enjoy all the vast offers and opportunities that are available to us. So please take advantage of it. And I will see you guys on the other side. Follow us on social media, Cash Gain City, on Instagram and on Facebook. Our cooperative handle on Instagram was taken down, fundrealestate.ng, but we are working on getting it back up. We already have a backup account, fundrealestate_ng. You can follow the account. Let us get the page back up. But our Instagram account, our Facebook account for Fund Real Estate is still up, so you can follow it. My personal handle is Sam Orija, SAMORIJA, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X. Thank you all for being a part of this season. We look forward to seeing you guys on sites. You are the first batch of testimonials. We will tell people that we told them so because you guys took advantage of what we have provided for you guys. So till we come your way again next time, follow us on social media, Cash Gain City. Join us on radio Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 11:30 a.m., 90.9 FM. And also our office is at 1B Unis Tutorial Close. That's in Bagada Phase 2 in Lagos, Nigeria. So you can't miss us. We are here and we are not going anywhere. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Have a good weekend. Bye for now.